And you touched on earlier how you work with T-Mobile. I think
Yeah,
you've also done some stuff with Adidas on your own account.
yeah.
How did those deals kind of come to be? Because those are some pretty big companies. How did they
Mm.
reach out to you? How did you end up collaborating with them?
So, in terms of Adidas, back home in New Zealand, I formed a relationship with them as a client through a company called Showroom 22. They did a lot of PR. And they reached out to me, and we started doing a lot of content through them, which was really cool. And I was on a lot of their campaigns from like all the so from the start when I was with them, that was really good. And then I actually started forming a full-on relationship with Adidas there, and then they would actually just reach out to me like personally and start. We started working a lot more, and they still reach out to me out here, which is cool.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm working with New Zealand Adidas still, and then also I've worked with Global through obviously through here, and then with other brands like T-Mobile and other. They usually just hit me up through Instagram, just like through that. Really, they just reached out. They really liked one of my content pieces, and they wanted to collaborate with me and use that technique and create something for them. So
Mhm.
something that me and Jimmy did out here first when I got here, they really liked that transition and that formula. So they wanted me to recreate that in some way for their brand. And that's what we did, which was really cool. It was a really cool opportunity to be
Mhm.
honest. Yeah,
Yeah, and
for sure.
do they pay you to do these shoots, or is it just kind of like they give you product and then you go and you work with the product?
It depends. Mostly, definitely like the payment. Definitely payment.
Hmm.
Usually now, it does depend on the brand as well. Like these other opportunities that arise. Maybe if I really like the brand or really want to work with them, yeah, for sure. But in terms of like working with like other people, like creators with me, I like to like make sure that I can pay them, obviously, because it's their business too. And like if we for our shoots we want to do it to a high more standard, so it's definitely like we try and use like equipment, lighting, and everything. So definitely like it's good when brands can pay. Sometimes they can't, so it's good to keep that relationship there for sure. And it's not all about trying to get like it's more just budget to shoot it sometimes, just to pay the team. I don't really care about me not getting it or whatever, but it's more just to make sure that everyone around me is happy. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Because I just love doing it for fun, so I'd rather just do it if I can, even if they can't afford to for the
Yeah.
day for sure.
I was curious if ever any non-fashion companies reach out to you trying to work with you.
Yeah, I've definitely had a lot.
I mean, I guess T-Mobile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's just there is a lot, and it's like for me, I don't want to stray too far away from my brand and just take on every client that comes to me.
Hmm.
Um, and that's why, like I said before, it's good to be like specific in the sense if they work for you or if the brand works for the influencer, then the content's going to be better, right? So I just make sure I look at the brand and like understand the brand and be like, do you think I can create something in my aesthetic to be able to post? And then if I think I can talk to the brand about it, and they're willing to. If they've reached out to me, they're obviously willing to use my aesthetic. So then, if that's right, then I will work with them. But if it's way off brand and it's not gonna like I don't feel like I can create something that will be still in my aesthetic, then I just kind of try and keep that relationship there in some way, but or like open up another opportunity, like say I'll do this for you, but I might not be able to post it, but we'll create the content for you, or like I've shot for a lot of like worked with a lot of brands, but just didn't post about it because it wasn't really in my aesthetic, but we just create the content for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. It's just kind of making sure that they are in your aesthetic or your style, so you don't stray too far away.
Mhm.
Because I feel there are a lot of people that just give into the industry and just do it, work with everyone. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to do that. But for me, I've got my aesthetic and my kind of, I want to keep my branding kind of vibes. And it's more my side project as well. So I like to just make sure it's still to the like to the level that I want to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's fair. Do you ever reach out to companies that you really like that you want to try and work with?
for sure. I definitely like to get in contact and start chatting, and not really always to like just to be like, do you want to collaborate in some way? It depends on the company for sure. But yeah, I definitely reach out and just start a conversation for sure.
How do you usually reach out? Because for some people, I feel like they don't exactly know how to reach out to a company to try to get them to respond. Like just sending a company, hey, is going to get you nowhere. So what does your kind of initial message look like to try and make sure that you get their attention and get them to respond?
For sure. For me, it's if you have an idea for them, they're really more willing, and I like to get back, especially if you like either pitch to them kind of, and like that's what I'm finding out here in the a lot of people do pitch out to brands a lot more, and if you have an idea for them and you pitch to them, they're going to be a lot more willing because they know that you're really interested. And then if it's a cool idea or something interesting that they haven't done, or it's going to help them, of course they'll reach back to you. You know what I mean? So, but sometimes it's not first. Like they're not going to. Sometimes it's a follow-up email or it's a follow-up, but when they see that you're putting in the time and they see that you have an idea for them, then they're a lot more willing to come back to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does depend on the company, for
Of
sure.
course.